Alright guys, what's going on? I thought I'd come on and do at least the Grizzlies and Celtics at least till halftime. It doesn't look like the Grizzlies are going to start any of their starters out there, but you guys, I started this stream once and had to restart it, so if you guys are out there and you can't hear me or whatever, or whether you can't hear me or not, let me know what's going on so I can try to fix it or whatever. But right now the score 27-17, Boston Celtics again starting their starters. The Grizzlies aren't. They're safely in the playoffs, so I guess they have decided that they would just make sure everyone is healthy. I think Ja Morant is good, just not playing tonight. Getting these other guys some playing time. Ooh, nice dunk. But once again, Celtics starting their starters. Grizzlies are not. Ja Morant in street clothes. So are a few other guys from the Grizzlies team. Yeah, not one guy for the Grizzlies is starting or playing in this game. I must say I sort of like what the Celtics are doing, you know, keeping their guys ready. There's a chance someone could get hurt, but they're not worried about that. Now I'm not sure about their main scorer, Tatum, but Brown and all the guys were warming up, and they are in game attire, ready to go. Nothing like the Memphis Grizzlies.
I love them all, by the way. The respectful confidence is my favorite. I'm going to preach that to my children instead of arrogance. This is what you have.
Oh, by the way, what's up, Noam again, and Jordan Dow, what's going on? Thanks for the 3 people stopping by. Make sure you guys do what's on the screen. Before you leave. We only got a minute and 47 seconds left in the first quarter, so altogether about 13 minutes and 42 seconds, and I'll be done for today. Just finished watching my Hornets win. They beat the Washington Wizards pretty soundly. Eventually it became pretty soundly. I don't think they played their best game. But the Hornets will be playing on the 13th. That's Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. They're going to be playing the Hawks in Atlanta for the play-in game. The Hornets ended up playing in the play-in game last year also. Ironically, I think they played the Wizards, who embarrassed them with Russell Westbrook and Bill. Another ironic thing, I guess I'm saying, I guess it's irony. They're supporting my team, Grizzlies. Yeah, the Grizzlies. Everybody are saying that they think the Grizzlies could do a pretty good job in the playoffs. I do too. But they are making sure that they're going to have everybody ready because they're not starting any of their starters. Sorry guys, 32-25, 27 seconds left in the first half. Excuse me, in the first quarter. Oh, as I was saying, the other irony about Russell Westbrook and Bill knocking the Hornets out last year of that play-in game was there's been talks about Russell Westbrook being traded to play with the Hornets, and I hope not, because I just don't see how that's going to work. Russell Westbrook is a guy that needs the ball in his hand. So, I mean, what are you saying when you bring him in and you still have Melo Ball there? I guess Melo could learn something. I guess he could learn something from Russell. Russell, to me, just doesn't seem like a mentor type guy. But I guess he is sort of like lead by example. I don't know how much you could tell. They both sort of are high strung there. The only interesting thing, what's up, Asher? What's going on? The only thing I could see that would be interesting to me is seeing both of those with that high energy on the floor at the same time. I wonder if they could be in control, because that's what Melo, to me, that's how Melo gets in trouble a lot. He's out of control sometimes. I mean, you know, he just rushes things. Things aren't there. It's like today he had, was it 7 turnovers today? Seven turnovers against a team that is just not on the Hornets level. And a lot of them were unforced, you know, behind the back passes that were stolen, stuff like that. So, yeah, but Russell, I don't know if Russell would fit with the Hornets. So hopefully my boy Michael Jordan won't make that move. And if he does, I hope it turns out for him, because other than LaMelo Ball and Kemba Walker, he hasn't made a whole lot of moves or okayed a whole lot of moves that have been great for the Hornets. We've just been an average team since going back to the Hornets. I think we made the playoffs one time there. We made the playoffs one time as the Hornets, one time as the Bobcats. So right now there's a timeout on the floor. And our leading scorer for the Celtics is Tatum. Not in the game right now. Tatum has 14 points. And the leading scorer for the Grizzlies is Anderson, Mr. Slow Motion himself, who always torches the Hornets when we play. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna be on here until about halftime, unless something really exciting happens.
Last game, we want to knock some rust off. We don't want to go too long without playing games, and we still have things to play for within standings and seedings.
Okay, so this is early in the game. What do you want to see out of your team to have success tonight?
Yeah, so coach for Boston is saying winning this game could be important for standings and I guess where they play, where they get home court advantage. So it's still important for the Celtics to win this game. Missed shot there by Memphis, and now the Celtics bring it down. Number 11 gets it to Brown inside the Horford. It's blocked, but I think that's going to be called for goaltending.
Look at his athleticism, count the basket, but that was almost worth it to see Yves Pons get up. Man, can he fly?
He can get up, and he can get up quickly. He was just a little late there and got it on the way down.
Boston 34, Memphis 25, 11-14 on the clock before halftime. Turnover by Memphis. Brown can handle the pass and it goes out of bounds.
Turns it over. So you heard Ime Udoka mention, if they win this game, they secure the 2 seed. If they lose and Philly loses, they'll go into the 3 spot and face the Bulls in the first round. And then I think it's a little dangerous for them to fall to the 4th seed. Because that could be a matchup with the Toronto Raptors.
Another foul. That foul's called on Anderson.
So we will not disseminate who has been vaccinated or not. So there are rumors out there that there are a couple of players, potentially Jaylen Brown and Al Horford, that are not vaccinated. I don't know if that's true or not, but if that's the case, that would make a very interesting first-round matchup. That's part of the story, Stan. The other part is a first-round series that is most likely going to be without Robert Williams. They change significantly when Robert Williams comes back, if he's available by round 2 if they survive.
Well, there's no question. I mean, Tyson's done a great job filling in, but they miss a lot with Robert Williams. Offensively, they miss his lot.
All right, score is, the distance is decreased by 2 points. Lead pass to Anderson. Ooh! Melton tries to throw it down, goes up real high. He's fouled on the play, misses first free throw.
Yeah, right over me and threw it down.
I wish there was video on that kinescope back then. The NBA on TNT is brought to you by the all-electric EV6 from Kia. Official automotive
Hits the second.
The NBA. Kia movement that inspires.
34-28.
By Burger King, try the new Whopper tonight and decide if it's Whopper only. Horford and the tries. He touched it last and was standing in bounds when the deflection came to him. That'll be Boston ball. Man, is he an explosive leaper.
He sure is. That's a nice pass by Brown and a good recovery by Pons to get to that.
Pons and Grant Williams, teammates at Tennessee.
Brown with the ball. Pulls up. It's short on the play. Anderson with the rebound, looking for somebody to throw it to, gets it to Milton. He pulls up from 3, and he drains the 3. That's for Memphis. Brown with the ball, swings that.
Knocks down his second three-pointer.
Get it to Horford in the corner. He wants to back down number 7, shoots over him, it's good. Easy work. I appreciate you still being here, Noam. Noam. Another foul on the other end. That was foul on Culver. He'll go through the to the line. 36-31 is the score. 9 minutes, 31 seconds.
Back at it on Tuesday, the play-in games. The 7-8 with the Cavs and the Brooklyn Nets that'll be in Brooklyn. All the Eastern Conference teams went scratch today, so it's all set, 7 through 10. And then the second of our doubleheader, the Clippers and the Timberwolves in the other 7-8 matchup in the West. ESPN will have the play.
All right, so this play-in game is a little bit more detailed than what I think.
And that will be a winner-go-home matchup on Wednesday. Those are the 9-10 matchups. Just a reminder on the play-in scenario, the play-in tournament, the 7-8 teams. If you lose that game, you still have a chance.
Oh, that's right. 7-8 teams, you get another chance. Oh, that's offense. And the play-in game's a little bit different. It's the 7-8 team, so you're not in unless you are in the number 6 seed. So for the play-in game, if you are 7-8, you get to play course, if you win, you move on. If you win, you're in. If you lose, you get to play the winner of the 9-10. So even if the Hornets win, they still have work cut out for them. So you still have to win. Actually, old coaching fine after that fight between my brother and Andrew. I've been taking care of my brother right now. He's asleep. All right, Asher. I hope he didn't get hurt. You did say after the match that he was fine. So I hope he remains fine. And you know, keeps at it if this is what he likes to do. Oh, nice pass to Horford, but he handles it, but then he throws it away, out of bounds. No one's watching the movie. What you watching, Noam? Red? Turning Red? All right, 39-31. 8 minutes, 14 seconds left in this one. Nice pass from by Culver.
Racking up the fouls here. The Celtics, that's their 15th foul already with 8:08 remaining in this second quarter. Free throws for Aldama. Hey, the NBA app allows you to take the NBA with you anywhere you go. Download today, stay up to date with the latest.
And the first free throw was good. Aldama hits one of two. Memphis pulls to within one. Pulls to within 7 points. Jason Tatum still on the floor. He has the ball being guarded by Aldama. Kicks it. White shoots, he misses. Rebound. That block was close. He's been trying to block every one of them. Yeah. There was a goaltending call. Ball goes to Memphis. Point is good for the Celtics. 41-32. Melton with the ball gets it down to Adama. Now he cuts. Adama fakes, gets Hofer in the lane, kicks it back out to Anderson. Slow motion shot goes up, no good. White with the rebound for the Celtics. Dribbles between some traffic. Horford gets it to the corner. Back to Brown. Brown fakes. Horford for three. It's good. You know, I'm not watching Turner Red. I'm watching Free Willy. Okay, Free Willy. Is Free Willy a Disney movie also? I can't remember. Asher, my brother, is in pain and he's debating if he should. Yeah, man. Like I said some time ago, I thought about that boxing thing when I was about 23 years old. You know, a young man. Thought I was pretty strong, pretty quick and all that, and started doing a little boxing on my own at the YMCA. Not against anyone, but just doing like the drills and things. And then me and my roommate decided to do some I guess slap boxing is what it's called, slap boxing. And me being as quick as I thought I was, he would just counter me. Every time I threw a punch, he countered me. So I was like, man, if I'm going to do this, I need some professional help. But I decided, look, before I learn how to protect myself and box, I'll probably get knocked out 5 or 6 times. So that was the end of that. Yeah, I look at these guys that box and I'm like, man, you gotta have a, I don't know if it's called a knack. You gotta have a passion for it, because you're gonna get hit. No matter how good your defense is, you're gonna get hit. So can you take a punch? But but boxing, I can sort of understand that. You know, at least there's gloves on. It hurts nevertheless. And I don't know if at this level, Asher, if Andrew and your brother, if you guys are wearing if they're wearing face masks or head shields or whatever, you know, I would imagine they would be, but the one thing that I don't understand, can't get into is the MMA fighting. The guys just bare knuckled fighting. That's just street fighting. And then they use their feet, their shins, their leg. I can't see that. That's going into the match and basically knowing you're gonna get cut. If somebody lands one good punch, you're gonna get cut and bruised, and I don't understand that type of passion in that type of fighting. That's at another level of thinking for me. All right, so we got a timeout on the floor. Celtics seem to be pulling away here a little bit, 44-32. Memphis has hit 5 3-pointers and Celtics 6 for 40%. Memphis at 31.3. We're back. And Anderson gets all the way to the basket. Let's look at let's see the turnovers. For the turnovers, the Memphis Grizzlies have already committed 9 to the. Excuse me. The Celtics have committed 9 to the Grizzlies 3. Memphis shoots and misses. Rebound Celtics for 3 off the mark. Anderson rebounds the ball. Kicks it out to Melton. Kicks it out to the big man for 3, and he shoots an air ball. Probably not the guy you want shooting that 3-point shot. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Boston Celtics playing for a home court advantage, if I'm not mistaken, or seeding. They decide to start their regular starters or start their regular players, but the Memphis Grizzlies have elected to set out all starters. Tatum shoots, turnaround jumper is good. And right now, it looks like the Boston Celtics are pulling away 49-34. 15-point lead. Skip past to Melton, but he hits a 3, so that keeps Memphis close. Brown drives. Tries to kick past that, gets it to Tatum. Tatum backing down his man, loses the ball, and he fouls quickly.
Yes, I do. I agree with you, Stan, in that Taylor and Ewing have been amazing this season, but right now I'm leaning towards Monty Williams as my #1 vote. Only because it's been so consistent out in Phoenix, no matter who's playing. You think about what they went through in terms of it not being wanted. That could have gone off the rails very quickly.
49-37. 4 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first half.
There's a long list of coaches this season.
Memphis misses the first free throw. And Memphis misses both free throws. White brings the ball down. He's on the logo. This game's been played in Memphis, by the way. And that's why my background there is very colorful. And White hits a three. Melton all the way to the basket for Memphis. He lays it in. Still playing hard. 39-52. Valhalla, what's going on? Sometimes I can make good ones there. I can make a few that look okay. There, Valhalla. Nothing close to yours. But I appreciate it. Yeah, I thought I'd come on and I did a Hornets game and wanted to do at least half of this one. Just interested in watching these Celtics, because the Celtics started off slow this year and they've improved big time. Oh, behind the back pass is missed. White comes out of there for the Celtics. Spin move. He wants to go all the way to the basket. He does, and it's good, and a foul. Yeah, so I'm just checking these guys out till halftime, and I'll be out of here. White takes 3 of the Memphis Grizzlies. Camilo, what's going on? I did what you said. I was looking at some film on Jackson Dollinger, and I found his weakness. Spot. I think Andrew can get him Friday. Hey, I hope so, man. Hope so. Guess you gotta figure out what you guys are gonna do to exploit that weakness. Williams misses, gets his own rebound, shoots again. He's fouled this time. Good stick-to-itiveness. Just takes practice. You're improving fast. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Once again, Valhalla, thanks for all your support, man. Help me out. One of these days, I'll reach my first goal to 1,000 subscribers. It'll happen eventually. Hey, you guys in here, just chilling. Hey, you guys go over and check out Valhalla Sports Talk. Big into NASCAR, does basketball and baseball. The Dodgers is who you have a heart for, I think. If I'm not mistaken, Valhalla. I might be naming the wrong team, but I think I'm right. All right, Smart back in the game with Tatum. Like I said, the Celtics are starting. They have their starters out there. The Grizzlies are not starting any of their first group. Tillman gets down low, goes up strong. Fouled on the play. 43-55. Got another timeout on the court. All right, Valhalla. Hey, man, I appreciate it. I know I think the Hornets play their first play-in game on the 13th. I think that's Wednesday, so I'm definitely going to be doing that. And win or lose in that play-in game, they get the. If you win, you move on. If you lose, since I think they're the. No, if they're 9-10, if they lose, I think they're out. Yeah, they weren't able to get the 8 or 7. So, and you may know this already, but I think the 7 and 8 seed get a chance to play. If you win, you move on, but if you lose, you get a chance to play the winner of the 9 or 10. So I think the Hornets are going to be end up in the 10th spot, 9th or 10th spot. So if they gotta win. If they win, though, they have to play the loser of the 7 and 8 to get in there. So, you know, a little tournament is what that play-in is, basically, to get into the actual playoffs. Yeah, my teams are Vikings, Dodgers, Lakers, and Kings in the Big Four. Born in North Dakota, a Vikings fan, and picked all my teams after that. Cool. We moved to LA when I was 3. I hear you. I like that Viking logo. That's cool, man. That's cool. Yep. Well, I guess you guessed it. I probably said it plenty of times. I am a North Carolina boy. I actually was born in Virginia, but my parents, my dad was in the Army. Born in Virginia. I've lived in Kentucky. That's where my sister was born, and then from there we moved to North Carolina. So I've been in North Carolina since I was 5 years old. So I'm a North Carolina dude myself. But that's how it's supposed to be, about how you cheer for the teams in the city in which you live, is what I think. Like, I just can't understand how people in North Carolina can cheer for. Now, I'll take it back. If you have a team in your city, then I was like, I gotta cheer for my hometown. But I was a Dallas Cowboy. I was a Dallas Cowboy until the Panthers, until Charlotte got the Panthers, and then it took some time, but I actually, went from a Dallas Cowboy to becoming a Panther. I still want to see the Dallas Cowboys do well, but I don't know whenever that's going to happen again. But I'll cheer for them as long as they're not playing the Panthers. Tatum, outlawed for 3. Good. That is a shooting young man right there. 58-44 is the score. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Steal by Smart. And he takes it all the way and slams that through. Great defensive player. I think the Celtics have a nice team. They had to learn to play together. That's why they were struggling there at the beginning of the year. But they've come around big time this year. And when it mattered here at the end. Here there was some military in the background. Great. Yeah, I was in the National Guards. My dad, like I said, my dad was he was in the military for 20 years. And so right out of high school, I went into the National Guards, stayed in for 6 years. Probably should have stayed in longer, 14 more years, so I didn't get that retirement check. But after 6 years, I was tired of it. It just wasn't for me. Weekend warrior I was, and it seemed like every time there was something something fun that was gonna happen because I went in right out of high school, and I think I was in there until I was a senior in college. Yeah, it seems like every time there was something real fun going on the weekend, that's when we had drill. But I learned some things there, and basic training was a different animal, boy. Military bearing. I only did 5 in the Army as well. That's cool. Well, you're in active duty. After this, cool. So you were in Desert Storm. I hear that, man. I think I'm not real good exactly which one it was. Actually, it couldn't have been Desert Storm. That if I'd have stayed in 20 years, that I would have been coming out the same year that the Twin Towers were attacked. So when we had to defend ourselves because of that, that would have been my year to get out. So I could have been called back, if our unit had been called. And I think my unit, it was a unit in North Carolina. I think my unit was called, so they would have called me to go. Desert Storm, boy, I tell you. All right, 23 seconds. Another steal. Tatum has this, 16. Nice lead pass. But Pritchard is fouled on the layup. So with 14.9 seconds on the clock, he gets to shoot free throws. Boy, you can tell the starters are starting for the Celtics and not for Memphis, because the Celtics have put up 71 points. 72, probably going to be 73 here. A 46. Now will coach sit some of these guys for the Celtics. Now they've got a decent lead. Probably not. Probably come out third quarter and play a little bit longer. 7 seconds left. Pulls up for 3. Drains it. That's Conchar. Not the Hornets, but the Celtics got 1 second to shoot. Long shot by Pritchard, hits the rim, bounces off. So that's the halftime score right there. 72-49. $72 points and a half isn't bad. All right, let's take a look at these. Take a look at the box scores here and the team stats, and then Coach Gary's going to get out of here. Exactly. Who does the storm? They in his building. Wow, Storm and Norman. Man, I bet it was wild over there, Valhalla. Yeah, Travis, it's a blowout. But once again, Memphis doesn't have any of their starters out there. Storm and Norman. All right. Real quick right here for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, 26 points. Horford has 11, 4 rebounds. Theus 7 points. Smart has 2. Jay Brown has 8 points, and off the bench, Pritchard has 10. For the Grizzlies, Anderson 12 points. Tillman has 3. Contra has 9 points. Melton 12 points. Williams has 5. And Aldama has 8. Team stats look like this. Field goal percentage definitely goes to the Celtics, 62%. No matter whether the starters are playing or not, 62% is really darn high. 3-point shooting, 50% for the Celtics and 35% for Memphis. The Celtics have hit 11 out of 22. Memphis, 7. Free throws, Celtics are 100% from the line. Memphis, 10 out of 18, 55.6. Starting or whatever, you still got to hit your free throws. Rebounds, Celtics have out-rebounded Memphis by 10, 28 to 18. There's your assists, your steals, your blocks. Turnovers, the Celtics do have 12 turnovers, though, to Memphis 6. Points off turnovers for Boston, 11 points, and Memphis has scored 10 off the Boston turnovers. There's your fast break baskets. The Celtics are dominating in the paint, and the largest lead has been all by the Celtics, 26 points. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting ready to get out of here, you guys. Make sure you check out my check out for my thumbnails, or my thumbnail for the Hornets playing game. They're going to be playing the Hawks in Atlanta. You know, this first one, yeah, if the Hornets win, they move on. And they have to play they're going to play the loser of the 7-8 game, which is going to be, one of those things. I think it's going to be the Nets or the Cavaliers. So we still have our work cut out for us, regardless. Still got our work cut out for us. To actually get into the playoffs. I would love to see the Hornets win and get at least one series. But that remains to be seen. So we'll check that out next. We'll check that out next week. It's a straight blowout. Too easy. But yeah. I know no starters for the Grizz. Yeah. Darv Gillis was up, so proud of Tar Heels. Played with basically 5. Hey, and not even basically. Really, if you just said that, Darv Gillis, what's going on by the way? If you just, basically just say that, that's exactly what went on. That is exactly what was going on. The the Tar Heels played with 5 players, and not just that game, not just the championship game, but with the whole tournament. They did sometimes get Styles out there, and Puff Johnson played a great game in the championship game. Who else? McCoy played a little bit. I thought McCoy was a senior, but I think they said he was a junior, or at least has a chance to come back. So does Leaky Black. But yeah, everybody knows. Well, we know that when the Tar Heels had to go to the bench, there was little or nothing to come off the bench. Coach did a masterful job trying to get some guys some rest out there, but Davis, he played the whole game, and he was dog tired there at the end. So and then Baycott went down hurt again, twisted that same ankle. I think it was the same ankle. I'm pretty sure it was. So that had to hurt. But the big man tried to hop back there and get back on defense, but it just wasn't to be. There was one thing I was going to make a video about it, and I think it's too far gone by now. But that was big time for me, big time sportsmanship of Kansas when Puff Johnson went down and got sick on the court, for them to, and I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a coach's move, and it might have just been the guys on the court, but for those guys to actually come down and basically stop and not take advantage of that 4-on-5 they had, you know, to say, look, man, if we're going to win this game, we want to win it straight up. There's a guy down there for Carolina who's sick on the floor. We've got the advantage. We could move that ball and find the open guy and score, but we want to win it straight up. So nobody can say, hey, if it wasn't for guy getting sick and the ref not stopping it, that we would have won. So I thought that was good sportsmanship with them, man. Just that's something I would have done. But there were some coaches on Kansas team, they got up shaking their head like, man, come on. We got to this is a national championship game. Take advantage of whatever they give you. And I can see that, but I think that's big sportsmanship for those guys. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. If you guys hadn't hit that like button, hit it before I leave. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'll see the whole tournament and game. Kansas is a great game. Got to be proud. Yeah, everything Carolina did. At least we didn't get beat at the buzzer like, Villanova. I couldn't have gone through that again. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that was heartbreaking. That was heartbreaking. Yeah, go Grizzlies. What's up, Glenn? Yeah, but once again, Glenn, the Grizzlies are not starting any of their stars. They haven't started any of their first team. They're not even playing them. So, and they're not playing them, and the Boston Celtics are playing theirs, and that's what they're working for right there. They're at 50-31. Are the Boston Celtics? Milwaukee lost today, so the Boston Celtics, I don't know, could they end up in the second spot? They could end up in the second spot and get home field advantage, home court advantage, I think, for 2 playoff games at least. So that's why they're playing. But with that said, guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. 5 people in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hey Darth, I know on the 13th. I know on the 13th is when they start the play-in games. So I think next week is the play-in games, and after that the actual playoffs start. Because the day was the last regular season game. Let me get back on here for a little bit. Yeah, today was the last regular season game. So the games I'm watching right now, these are the last regular season games. So some of these guys, like the reason why the Boston Celtics are playing their starters is because they want to get better seeding. They want to get into the second spot and get that home court advantage. So the play-in games start on the 13th. That's Wednesday. So what I'm thinking is you got to get that play-in game, that play-in tournament basically out of the way. So I'm thinking next week is the play-in tournament. I'm not sure if they're going to start the actual playoffs on Sunday, or they're going to wait till next week. But and I don't remember whether the play-in games were like play-in and then you get one day of rest and then play the next. That's what I think it is. I think it's like that. So if that's the case, then I know the play-in games start next week. So the playoffs are either next week, at the end of the week, that weekend, or the following week. So the play-in games start Wednesday on the 13th. Watch Winning Time on HBO Max. I'm gonna try to check that out there, Darth. All right, guys, we get ready to get out of here. Appreciate you guys watching and tuning in. Make sure you check for the thumbnails. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, and I'll check you guys out next time. Coach Gary out.